Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some more pretty cool things to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We have a new potential Pokemon that has been hinted at for the Generation 9 games, and as well as that, we might have more of an insight onto what the new battle game mechanic could be in the Generation 9 games as well. So quite a few things to go over today. If you are excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, yes, a new Pokemon could potentially have been hinted for the Generation 9 games. It is a rooster Pokemon. So there's actually quite a bit of evidence supporting this that we're going to be covering today. So this was a post on the r/PokeLeaks Reddit by CN122 who said we could potentially be getting a rooster Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So this was a tweet by BallGuyLeaks saying it appears that Junichi Masuda has liked this tweet concerning a possible upcoming rooster Pokemon for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So this is obviously the tweet translated. It says, when they were in Portugal, Junichi Masuda and Shigeru Omori thought that the rooster from Barcelos could make an interesting Pokemon. Will we see it in #Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet? And Junichi Masuda liked this tweet. So again, he could just be liking it to say that, oh yeah, no, that is actually a good idea. Or he could be liking it to drop a little bit of a hint that we might potentially be seeing a rooster Pokemon in the Generation 9 games. And of course, this is a picture of the tweet. We have Junichi Masuda and Omori as well holding a rooster. So potentially, I mean, you never know. It is still speculation at the moment, but I guess there is a little bit of evidence supporting the fact that that could also be actually happening. We have people replying saying Fighting Fairy would be sick for it in my opinion. I'm Portuguese and that's the rooster of Barcelos. It's based off a legend, so interesting. So maybe it can be one of the cover legendaries or just a post-game legendary. It's so cool seeing the possibility of Portugal being a place in a Pokemon game my dad and his whole side of the family came from. I'm not very good at pronouncing names and stuff, and I feel bad whenever I pronounce them badly, so sometimes I'm just going to skip over names, but obviously you can read them on the screen. I just feel bad if I pronounce them wrong because I'm very much not very good at pronouncing words and stuff. I wonder if they'll make it the main legendary of the game. My guess is it would have rainbow feathers since these games seem to be based on light. That's actually a really good idea. Another tidbit is Scarlet and Violet are the colors of UV, which is what the sun gives off. Oh, and the rooster is a symbol for the sun in many cultures. Portuguese guy here has commented before, it's called Rooster of Barcelos and it's based on a legend about a rooster who came back from the dead after having its head chopped off. Barcelos is a city on the north of Portugal where a supposed Spanish criminal was convicted to death by hanging before the execution in front of a banquet. He pointed to a roasted rooster and claimed, it is as certain that I am innocent as that rooster will crow even when they hang me. As the criminal was being hanged, the rooster stood up and crowed. Long story short, the rooster crowed and the man ended up being saved. I think this is an amazing story, and talking out on consideration, the rooster of Barcelos Mon would be an amazing fighting/ghost or fairy/ghost. So again, really cool ideas supporting this rooster. And a really cool backstory for it as well. And not only that, this was tweeted out by Atu, who said, just remember that Junichi Masuda was in Portugal in 2016 for the Portugal Comic-Con. Do you think he started to work on #Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet with Shigeru Omori at this moment in 2016, which is of course 6 years ago. But again, generations get start getting developed way before they're announced. Like they're probably already working on Generation 10. It would not surprise me for like 2025 or something, or 2026 or whatever, for the 30th anniversary. So yeah, it does not surprise me that, you know, they could potentially have been here taking notes about different parts of like Spain and Portugal and stuff, just to kind of get ideas for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. But again, yeah, this rooster I think is a really cool Pokemon idea, and again, that legend as well, spoken about in the r/PokeLeaks here by Ricardo. Really cool backstory for it. So yeah, it could be a really cool typing, could be a legendary, I don't know, but it would be awesome to see that in the game. So yeah, we also have this tweet here saying, too far in time, generally they work on the new generation more or less shortly before the one that precedes it comes out. He was also in France, and he didn't make a game in France after that picture of 2019, but we can imagine that they made this trip to study the place to note if they have good stuff for a new game, so we can imagine Portugal and Spain was quite good for a new game. So yeah, that's basically all the stuff on the rooster that I wanted to cover today. But not only that, we also have this image here, which was seen in the trailer, and it sparked a lot of interest, especially this wheel here, which shows all of the typings and stuff like that. And people think that this has something to do with the new game mechanic, because in the Japanese logo there's like that star thing, and whenever we see the Japanese logo symbol thingies, it always has something to do with the game mechanic. We had Mega Evolution on the X and Y logos, we had the Z crystals and like the Sun and Moon logos, etc. So we can safely say that that kind of star thing is going to have something to do with the new game mechanic in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And this is a really, really well put together theory, speculation by Watson Dynamite. I will of course link all the things that I used in the video today in the description down below if you want to take a look at yourself. But yeah, they made a post saying what Scarlet and Violet battle gimmick might be type changing. So type changing is something that I've also spoke about a little bit. Would be really nice to see in the game. People are talking about how like Pokemon can change types mid-battle, changing move types mid-battle. I think it would be kind of crazy. Anyway, I apologize in advance if this flare is incorrect. So edit, it seems this post also came to more or less the same conclusions, so it's a good catch. So yeah, that post is there as well, which kind of goes over the same thing. But anyway, so this is more of a theory I've been developing after watching the Scarlet and Violet trailer over and over again and taking into account the way Game Freak hints at future generations. So my theory, and take this as you will, is that the main battle gimmick that this generation will introduce is some kind of mechanic that will allow a Pokemon to change their type for a few turns mid-battle. Here's why I came to this conclusion. So if you've looked closely at the Japanese logos for Pokemon games since X and Y, they always have a little symbol representing the games, which usually relates to the main mechanic. If you look at this image, you can see it very clearly. So as you can see, in yeah, these are all the Japanese logos here, and then these are all the English logos here. So the English logos never have like the game mechanic and stuff, which is fair enough, but the Japanese logos always seem to have the game mechanic. So when we start getting like these new game mechanics, you can kind of see here in the Generation 6 game. So we have the Mega Evolution symbol here on X and Y. We don't have it here on Pokemon X and Y in the English logo. We have on the Auras logos, we have the orbs for Kyogre and Groudon. Don't have them on the English ones. In Sun and Moon, we have the Z crystals. You can clearly see that on the Generation 7 logos for Ultra Moon and Sun and Moon. Don't have them on the English logos. And then for Sword and Shield, we have like the Dynamax logos as well. And again, they are not present on the English logos. So again, as I just said, it's very confident to say that when we see some sort of like symbol, it means that it is going to have something to do with the game mechanic. Anyway, it says, you can see it very clearly, Mega Evolution, DNA symbol, X and Y, Z Crystal, Dynamax, Cloud, Sword and Shield. It's already been pointed out that the Japanese logos for Scarlet and Violet have a star-shaped crystal, which undoubtedly are the symbol for this generation's gimmick. So these are the logos for the Generation 9 games, and as you can see, there is like a little star here on the Japanese logos, which most likely will have something to do with the game mechanic. Anyway, in this trailer, you can also see shots of a large plaza with a large circular pattern on the floor pictured here, which is obviously this is what they're referring to, the big kind of color wheel thingy. This pattern appears to be a ring containing the symbols and colors for each and every type encased in a star-like shape. Now granted, the star isn't the exact same shape as the one on the logo, but it's only instance we've seen in the trailer of star symbology besides the one in the logos. So if you look closely at the center of the pattern, you can see the shape of a Pokeball with a rainbow coloring, which is of course you can. This is kind of like the Pokeball here, all the different colors there on the top part of the Pokeball. And then they go on to say, since it's surrounded by the colors and symbols for every type, to me this is a symbol of a Pokeball that holds the energy of every type at once. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Pokemon's respective Pokeball would change color and grow in size with when Dynamax is triggered. Could it be that we're also going to see Pokeballs change color like in the middle of this plaza when the new gimmick is activated? Additionally, Game Freak likes to hint at future generations in older games. The strange souvenir in X and Y hinting at Lola, the Gigantamax Toxtricity poster in Sun and Moon, etc. In Legends Arceus, whose engine we now know was the basis for Scarlet and Violet, Arceus itself has revealed a new mechanic, the Legend Plate, a plate that essentially allows it to change type mid-battle to suit its opponents. Since we know that there will be some connection between Legends Arceus and Scarlet Violet due to the presence of Hisuian forms, could this new plate be our hint towards the next mechanic in the series? It would make sense since we've already had a mechanic that changes stats and abilities, which is Mega Evolution moves, Z moves, and kind of a mix of both, which is Dynamax. Changing types seems to be the next logical step in making a new battle game mechanic. Perhaps you'll be able to change types in favor of your offense, types that are super effective against your opponent, or defense types that resist your opponent's main types. To me, the puzzle pieces seem to fit, but I guess we'll have to wait just and see what you think. It does appear that types will play an important role in this game. Similar idea I had, and it's one I've wanted for ages, that the battle area itself has types and that drastically impacts moves. Pretty sure in the anime they would change the battle area in the Pokemon League, but then trainers would use certain moves to alter it. Let's say Surf to fill in with the water. Would love this kind of implementation where certain moves could also after the type of stage to alter the type of stage to drastically enhance your team's moves. So similar to terrain or something else. So yeah, I actually think the mechanic won't be for the Pokemon type, but actually for the moves type. So Hydro Pump can be used to change it to a super effective type against another water type move, for example. Trigger the type change, Hydro Pump becomes electric. It has to be something to do with types, as that has to be a big thing. So yeah, I think the game mechanic, we're getting closer and closer to obviously finding out what it's going to be, but it very much seems to be something to do with types. You know, Scarlet and Violet, UV rays, it's something to do with types, light, something like that. But all of these things are pointing towards something big for this game mechanic. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about the different things we went over. What do you think about this potential rooster Pokemon? And of course, what do you think the game mechanic is going to be in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Let me know. If you did enjoy, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.